And
All
we
right, all right.
begin. Okay, should we just start with Hola Gorditas?
Hola, bonitas.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, we're back to that now?
I
Yeah,
said
we're
all
back
right,
to
all right,
that.
all right.
Lord.
It's something new. Is it new?
No,
no?
that's the same shit. It was the you used to do all right, you know, back
It wasn't all
a
right, all right,
couple
all right.
episodes. Was it?
It was
It was
like,
something
que
else.
lo que hay?
No, but
No,
she
it
did
was
that
another
the
one.
last couple episodes, but the one
I don't know.
what up, what up, what up. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it
Okay, I was like,
It's not the same words.
all right. Well, I'm Anita,
I'm Andy.
I'm Stephanie.
and welcome to Gorditas, Sassy
Sassy.
Yay.
and Unqualified. All right, so I'm drinking
Let's
wine.
get an update. Yeah. How's your day
It's 5
going,
o'clock.
Bianca?
Well, my day is going fine.
Your hair looks really nice.
Yeah, I like the
you.
poof there.
Why, thank you. I put on makeup.
Oh my
I've been on
god.
TikTok.
I noticed.
Well, my mom the other day, she was like, "Did you see Yender's TikTok?" And I'm like, "No, mom. Like, I'm not. I'm not on Facebook all day." And she's like, "Oh, you have to see Yender's TikTok. It's so funny. It's like the one where he had blue eyes or something."
Oh,
Did you
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she like was showing it.
Your
to
mom's
me.
cooler than you.
I know. Well, like it's like every day she calls me. She was like, "Did you see Anita's like put a picture of
Talia.
of Talia?" And she's always like telling me. She's always like updating me on things that are going on. But
With
it's
your
mostly,
friends.
yeah, with
That's
my
so cute.
friends. It's like, okay, thank you.
That is so cute.
I love your mom.
That is
Yeah.
too cute.
But I also made banana pudding, my grandma's version of banana pudding. I was recording a video and I was gonna like back the audio because I called her beforehand to make sure I knew how to do it, and I was gonna back it with that audio, the video. But when I would try to look for the audio on my phone, it wouldn't let me find it. Like, it wouldn't play. I found the audio, but it wouldn't play. And then I started recording and my phone was full. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just do it later.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
the
cute, though.
banana pudding is done.
I love banana pudding.
Me too. Yender, I don't know if you guys know the peaks. Like, you do like the old fashioned with meringue on top.
Yeah.
Well, Yender ate all the peaks off.
Oh.
All the what?
The peaks of the banana pudding. Here, I'll show you a picture. So you know what I'm talking about. But I went into the kitchen to get my wine, and he was like, I checked on it. I was like, and I was like, he was like, what? Are you trying to look to see if I ate some? I'm like, yes. And then I noticed that my peaks were gone. So those are the little peaks. Can you see it?
What are peaks?
Yeah, I see them.
The little brown spots. Those are peaks.
Oh, did you?
Peaks
how
of
did you
meringue.
do that?
So I made the meringue, and then I just took a spoon and pushed it down a little bit and popped it back up, and it made a little peak, kind of like a little kiss.
Oh, a peak.
Yeah.
I keep hearing.
I assumed you would do that with like a fork, like kind of like
a spoon,
like
the back of a
spit up.
spoon. Yeah, you just.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's why you're the chef and not me. So.
Well, learn from my grandma.
I would have fucked up those peaks, man.
We would have forks for peaks. Would have been lines in our peaks.
I know.
A 4-way highway or a 4-lane highway.
Yeah, it would look like a peanut butter cookie with the.
Hey, that's not too bad.
I like peanut butter cookies. I love peanut butter.
The Nutter Butters.
Oh yes, I love peanut butter. Anyway,
Nutter Butters are the bomb.
What's up with you guys? How have you guys been today?
I went to the Dalton Brewery, picked up some beer, some local beer.
Oh, I gotta do that.
I got a milk stout, so as soon as Isla goes to bed tonight, I'm gonna be opening that up. So I'm excited.
You wait until she's asleep to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the stout dark
I did
or
that
light?
too.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. I mean, just because I breastfeed her, so
yeah.
Like at least when as soon as she goes to bed, I like drink, and then because she won't I know she'll wake up later and I'll have to feed her again, but at least I know that I'll have a few hours to like
produce more.
kind of like yeah. So Yeah, but during the day, like I mean, all I have to do is hold off until like 7. So
Yeah, it's not.
So-
You only have 2
I
hours.
can do it.
That's
Yeah.
not a bad routine.
Nah.
Yeah.
I need to go to our local brewery. Stouts are dark, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. They're like the thick
They're
and like
kinda
creamy
like
ones,
Guinness.
you know?
Right?
Yeah.
the
I love
the
them.
the stout here is really good, but it's like a whole freaking meal. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
is so
Yeah.
good.
And
But
they're usually
we-
higher in alcohol, so
Yeah,
they kind of
that's
get
why I
you.
love them.
Yeah,
I
me
usually
too.
drink two, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But,
love Guinness. I like that it tastes like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like pouring it is just so pretty. You know, when the
Yeah.
foam is like, yeah.
it's so thick, and it looks like a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, do we want to go ahead and jump into our episode?
Well, Steph, do you have an update? What's going on with you?
Not much.
I thought she was updated. She updated.
Oh.
No, I'm
that was
sorry.
my update.
I'm sorry. Steph,
Sure.
it's because we are on the call
Yeah.
beforehand, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I already got your update.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that matters. Sorry.
True that.
She taught today, and she's exhausted for it. That's what I know.
Oh,
Continue.
nice. Wait, what did you teach?
Just a lesson on the Lorax.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
With your
actually.
kids?
Yeah, I did.
Cute.
Did they have an art part to it? Like they had to do like no?
No, they've had enough art stuff. So I did a garden thing, like an Earth Day theme.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's cool.
so
Oh, yeah.
ready?
Okay.
Ooh, the story is kind of about Earth Day.
You
Yeah.
could say
Perfect.
that. So the
Okay.
the first time we tried to do this, I had you guys guess who John Chapman is, but now that you guys officially know,
He's Johnny Appleseed.
yes, the myth, the man, and the nursery rhyme legend.
I think yesterday I tried to let Emery, like I asked him, I was like, can you tell me the story of Johnny Appleseed? Because I've never heard it and like I probably need to know it. And he was like, yeah, it's this guy that like murdered like 500 people. And I'm like, okay, I don't think that's a nursery rhyme. And he was like, no, yeah, it is. I'm like, okay, so I will never trust him again. And
Okay, yeah, I have
I
no
know-
idea who this person is.
Yeah.
Don't just give up.
Yeah.
Just stay
Okay.
married.
Yeah.
Don't trust him. This is not the
I know.
basis of both marital
Trust.
Zero trust,
commitments,
zero communication.
zero communication, zero trust. The basis.
Just
Yeah.
ignore him.
I can do that.
Welcome
can
to
live with-
love.
Yeah.
I can
Ignore.
do that. I'm
2020.
down with that. Mm-hmm.
Can you ignore someone for like a whole day? I tried.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty quiet, so it's not hard.
I think it would be easy to ignore Mitch because he's kind of like a mouse.
He's not a mouse. I wouldn't call him a mouse.
No,
But
he
but
It's
he is
kinda-
quiet. He
yeah.
is quiet. And even like sometimes he'll be on the phone and I'll be like, who the fuck is here? Did the landlord show up? Like
wouldn't. All right,
So-
let's go.
Yeah.
Ruining History, which is where I got most of my information from, or at least half of my information. I watched Ruining History on Hulu, and they did a really funny episode on Johnny Appleseed. So I was like, fuck it. Because this guy, what I did forget is, did you guys vote yes or no that he had a pot that he wore? They had a pot on his head.
I voted
I-
no.
He did.
I voted
guys.
yes, but it was shot down.
He did. He did. No, because you thought that he was
don't
balancing
remember.
this pot on the head.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what I imagined him doing.
But no, he was wearing it like a hat. Like, you know how the alien abducted people wear aluminum foil tin hats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, so what kind of pot was this? Like a big
Just like a little-
what
like-
you cook pasta in?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what I imagined. But it says here
like a saucepan.
that it was a tin hat.
Like one with a handle on it that like
You
is
know
deep.
Yeah.
where like grandma
Covers-
used to make a cafecito?
Yeah.
That little
Yeah.
metal.
You want me to go get a pot?
No, I know what a pot looks like.
But like that's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining one of those. Like,
So you need a
such
visual.
Actually, if you could draw it for me, I do better.
Look,
with
you know
drawing.
what? For those people who watch our video, give me 1 second.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Get ready. You're about to get a class. This
Wait,
is a pot.
But it's
And
with a
upside
this-
long
down.
hand.
That's a head.
That's a face.
Mhm.
No, that just looks like a baseball cap. That could be anything.
It kind of does look like a baseball cap.
That's
No,
right.
because the handle
sideways
is
baseball cap.
bigger.
Yeah, but
No.
it could be a bib.
That's a handle.
Okay, we exaggerating a little bit. Oh, yes, square it off. There you go. I like that.
There you go.
We got it.
And then he has ears and piercings. Does he
Is-
need a mustache?
Sure.
I got you a nose. It's a fucked up
Oh
nose.
Lord.
Are you drawing with your finger? Because I could definitely not do this with my mouse.
Yeah, no, I'm drawing with my finger.
Oh, Lord bless you.
There you go. And that's Johnny
And
Appleseed,
that's Johnny
guys.
Appleseed.
Wow.
Can we
Was he Asian?
screenshot this?
He kind of looks Asian.
He does not look Asian. Those are his eyes.
Okay.
Screen caption this? How do I do that?
He looks Vietnamese to me.
Vietnamese? You fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
That was really racist.
Now there's
of
a
me.
tree eating his head, so great.
No,
Good
it's
job.
not. It's not eating his head, you asshole.
Okay.
It's holding the apples behind him.
You know what? Maybe I'll understand the picture better if you tell me the story.
All right. Let's hear about Johnny.
Johnny!
Can you just sing that one more time and it could be our intro?
Let's hear about Johnny
There you go.
Appleseed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That helps a lot. It does. All right. He was an eccentric man who wore a pot on his head, but don't call him a pothead. Yeah, I wrote that
thank
down.
you. Clap, clap, clap.
Okay, thank you. I wrote it down. Oh, I'm keeping it. No shoes, crop pants before it was cool, and a sack for a shirt,
Like a
Mike.
potato sack.
like an apple sack.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one of those, but okay.
I'm guessing it's the same thing as a potato sack, but
I don't
prettier.
know. No, man.
What about during the winter? Wouldn't his arms sticking out of the sack?
I don't know, Andy.
Okay.
I didn't ask
Maybe you
Google
can
that.
draw another picture later. So
Okay, hold on, guys. Let me
No,
draw
not
it.
right
no,
now.
no. We're not drawing. I said
But
later.
it's so much fun.
No.
Move on.
Okay, fine. He was born September 24th, 1774, in Leominster, Massachusetts. I'm out of wine, and this is a problem. So I looked up his birthday, and because we just talked about this in the last episode, I found out that his sun sign is a Libra. So
Very diplomatic.
he was very diplomatic, and he was very kind and generous, and he did everything he
Yeah.
did and had the bare minimum. His dad was Daniel Chapman. His dad fought as a Minuteman and at the Battle of Concord, which I don't really know what that meant until I Googled it, because I thought, sex, the Missy Elliott song. That's what I was
My
thinking.
milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
That's not Missy Elliott.
Isn't
That's
it
not
Missy
Missy
Elliott?
That's not Missy
I
Elliott.
swear that
No.
was Missy Elliott. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like,
That is not. That
No,
is
that's not
Who
Missy
is that?
Elliott.
Nas's ex-wife,
I swore that was Missy.
Khalees.
I don't know, but I'm
Is it?
sure it's not.
It's
Hold
definitely
Elliott.
not.
Continue. I will be momentarily silent.
Okay, go for it. You fact check. Okay. So anyways, I thought Minuteman, I thought Missy
Okay,
Elliott.
you're right. Okay, it says Khalees. Okay. I digress.
Wait, I want to hear Anita say that we're right again. Say it
I
again.
know. It's so nice.
Say it again, Anita.
Say it again.
Okay, you're right. I digress.
Right.
What, do I not say y'all are right often enough?
No.
I'm just saying you're a little
No.
sassy, that's all.
No.
Just a little.
Anyways, Minuteman at the Battle of Concord and served under General George Washington in the
Harvard.
Continental Army, which I thought was cool because, George Washington. No, the first president of the United States,
I know.
right?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I'm
Okay.
I don't know.
You're the one that took the citizenship test. You should.
Hey,
know.
I didn't take the citizenship test.
I'm talking about
I actually
the one
failed.
that did.
yeah.
Oh, you talking about Andy?
Yeah.
Who else would I talk?
Yeah. And when I did my interview, I got my own zip code wrong. So obviously I'm not the best person to like
She is not a fact person. No
no.
facts. Were you nervous taking the test, by the way?
Yeah, I was nervous, but like
You didn't care
no. Of course
at
I
the same
cared.
time.
But I mean, I had prepared for it,
Mm-hmm.
but see, that's the thing with like I think I talked about this before. Like it's with the questions, I didn't feel that nervous because it was like the 100. You get the booklet with like the 100 questions,
Mhm.
and if you like just memorize the 100 questions, then like you can
You're
do
good.
it.
Mhm.
Which it's hard to do, but
Mhm.
you have the questions, and you're not going to be asked anything else outside the
Mm-hmm.
questions. What I was more nervous for was the personal history, like one, because there were so many like addresses and like places that I had lived and all the things that I put down. Like I didn't know what they were going to ask me. Like where were you on April of like 2001? Like I'm not going to remember that, So
Yeah.
that I was more nervous about that part, which is why I got my zip code wrong. But yeah, okay.
How much did that like count against you?
I don't know.
Like, did they tell you? Well, that's 10 points off. I'm sorry. Like,
Nah,
I don't think it
know.
works
was
that
like,
way.
I don't know how it works. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just during the interview where it was like like a conversation, not like a written test, And so I just explained to them that I had like recently moved or something, and like I wasn't sure, but yeah, I got it, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Did he like tell you, sorry, ma'am, that's wrong? Or like, did you realize you were saying it wrong?
I can't remember the details of it, but like I know I feel like I gave them a couple of zip codes, and I'm like, it should be one of those.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So
When in one of our episodes we were like, we don't know what the zip code for Statesboro is, and I know what it is. It's 30458.
30458. Yeah.
We all said there's an 8 in it somewhere.
Okay, good.
And a 3 and a 0.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sticking to your guns and remembering that
It was one
that
of
was-
our like early episodes.
it's
too.
like our first or second
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah.
I appreciate that that's coming out in episode, what, 13 or 14?
I think it's
14.
14.
I think this
14?
is 14.
14?
Oh no.
I think. I don't know.
Welcome
actually.
to episode 14.
Johnny
So he was
Appleseed.
So he was born on that day. He was a Libra. His dad served under George Washington in the Continental Army in July 1776, while her husband was away at war, fighting for, America. Elizabeth Chapman died. I couldn't read my own handwriting. Died in childbirth, and then her husband came home to remarry and ended up having 10
Oh
kids
my God.
together.
Oh Lord. He had to go and like find the most fertile woman on earth and be like, you
Here,
won't
have
die on
lots
me.
of kids.
He's like,
Well, like,
you won't die on me.
all I could think of is what my grandmother used to say when asked, like, why 12 kids?
Mm-hmm.
She would say that it was because she was like, well, there really wasn't anything on TV. 'Cause
My grandma has said the same shit.
she was like, we didn't have a TV. There was nothing on. So she's like, and then she'd like to add that it was like a 2-hour lunch break.
Oh my gosh.
I wish they would go back to that. Like, can I please have a 2-hour lunch break for real? Not that my lunch breaks aren't like 6 hours now.
Oh well, yeah. Yeah. Back when I taught, there was there was no lunch break because kids
30
would
minutes at least.
Yeah, I had 30 minutes, but it's like, okay, so it's like 30 minutes, but then like kids would stay and talk to me for like 10 minutes after, and then kids would come in like 10 minutes early. So it's like I had 10
Got 10
minutes
minutes.
for myself. That's it. And that's only if I closed my door.
Yeah.
You know, if I was like dumb enough to leave it open, it's like
Mm-hmm.
there's no stopping.
Yeah.
There's no lunch.
I say no. Like, no, you
Yeah.
can't. I have to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So his dad was a farmer, where it was likely how Appleseed became a successful orchidist.
Orchidist. I
Um,
like that.
Or
I want to be an
Or
orchidist.
orchard. Or
orchardist.
I don't know.
Orchardist. Orchardist would make
Orchard
more
because
sense
it's an apple
because
orchard,
you call it an
right?
orchard.
Yeah.
You don't call it an orchid.
An orchid.
Orchid, like a flower.
An orchid is a flower.
I
Right.
still want to be an orchidist, okay? Don't.
I do too because they're my favorite flower.
Yeah. An orchidist.
So he started doing this in 1812.
Wait, have you guys seen the commercials for like Angry Orchard?
Yeah.
I mean,
Where
it's
they're
just like
angry.
no. For the
Like a grumpy old man in the orchard.
no, he's not a grumpy. He's cute. That's what I was gonna say.
God. Your
Your
taste in
he's
men is questionable.
oh my god, he has like this awesome beard, and he's
Also,
like, oh my god.
Anita, your taste differs from ours. Ours is a little on the white side. Yours is
Yeah.
not.
Actually, I
Yeah.
don't have a taste.
Have
Now
you
you
dated?
married.
No,
Married your type.
no, I didn't.
Wait, did you date white guys?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about your dating history. We need to go. I want to go into that. Yes.
I mean, you can, but it's not very long.
Okay.
It's
So-
really short. I'm a
Okay, so tell
long-term
me.
hoe too.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but no, Yender's like the first dark guy I ever dated.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not even that dark.
No.
Tell us about Johnny, girl.
Okay. He was a traveling man, which
A
I
what?
do know
Traveling
is
tan man.
Tan?
Traveling tin man. I got confused. I was trying to say man, and the T came out, and you know. Anyways, I know that is part of Anita's type for a fact.
Tan for sure. Tall, dark, and handsome. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And then
But it don't even have to be dark.
what I really meant to say was traveling. Traveling was your type.
Oh, sure.
A man who
Absolutely.
left.
A man
And
who
then-
loves to travel and that is tan skinned. Absolutely.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
sexy.
Every day.
Okay, but this guy mostly stayed in the U.S. He started off in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then went on to the other coast
Boy.
of America.
One
Start
of
in
the
the
other
east.
coasts.
What's the other coast, guys?
The East Coast?
North.
The West
North.
Coast.
North. North.
The West? We only got the West and East.
He started off in the east, so he ended up in the west.
In the West. California. Mm-hmm.
I could draw a picture for you guys.
No.
Nothing.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. It just took too long.
It was awesome. It was fun. Shut up. Okay. So the nursery rhyme tells us that he was randomly planting these seeds and growing
Mhm.
orchards randomly when in fact he was not. He was actually a pretty decent businessman. He would make the apple tree nurseries because they were like fenced in. So like they're considered orchards because they're apples, but they're really built like nurseries because he had people tending to it that he
Yeah.
hired, and he
And
would
he
come
sa-
back and check on it and like sell.
Mhm.
What?
And he sold the trees.
Well, he sold the property because the orchards would just give the if you could grow an orchard on your land, then it was fertile, which meant it was sellable.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he would do that.
You know, if he was a real businessman, he would have actually built a non-profit and just had volunteers come work on like the nurseries, and he
Yeah.
then doesn't have to pay employees. Because now, like helping out in nursery, tree nurseries are like it's like a big thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about being green or whatever.
Yeah, you tell that to him in 1770.
So he was a
1800.
green man.
You go back and yell at him about being non-profit.
Well,
Johnny,
the times were different then.
I'm just telling you, he wasn't a forward-thinking man. That's all I'm saying.
He thought backwards.
That's right.
So he would make his money by selling it after a few years. Like I said, the trees were used to show that the land was fertile and to kind of claim it.
Oh, he put the seeds to mark his land, to mark his territory.
Basically.
So
like a dog.
It's like a dog.
Like a
Instead
man.
of pissing on it, he put a seed on it.
Like a
That's
man.
right.
Like
Like a man claiming his woman. Put a seed in her.
Ew. That's what Emery did to you. And
That's what Yender
what
did to
Yender
you.
did to you.
I know. Oh, well, Mitch is yet to do it to you. So
No, he's
free
done
woman,
it.
basically, right?
No, he's done it.
But
It just
none of the
hasn't.
seeds caught.
No, not always.
Anyway.
I just don't get pregnant.
Right.
Okay, well, lucky woman. Well, you know.
We'll make sure your children, you can edit that out.
Well, I don't want to be insensitive to women that want to get pregnant but can't.
This is not wrong, but also I don't want to. So here's the best part about him and his orchards.
Orchid.
Shut up. His apples were not edible.
Oh my God.
You can't eat the apples?
Not his apples. You cannot eat his apples. So the show that I watched said that they were not edible.
So he wasn't very good at growing apples.
So what he did?
Oh no, they weren't edible. No, the show called them crab apples.
Oh, you can eat crab apples.
It's the one you bake
that's
with,
what I'm saying.
Right?
I don't think it was crab apples.
Oh.
So he planted all either female. He planted either all female trees and no male trees, or all male trees and no females.
Something like that.
Oh no, I've never had pussy. So.
I'm not an official orchidist, so I can't tell you.
Me either.
Shut up.
But I know with muscadines, you have to have a female and you have to have a male bush in order for them to produce properly.
No one ever needs a male bush. You got that wrong.
They're not is it asexual? Like when they reproduce by themselves?
Yeah,
asexual.
Know,
but yeah. I am officially naming this episode Male Bush.
I like it.
No, that actually sounds disgusting.
I think it's hilarious.
You don't always need male bush.
You don't always need a male bush.
You don't need a male bush. So they were small and tart and mostly used to make.
Andy fell.
I did not fall. Right? My phone fell.
Ow, the back of my head. Do you guys remember what the two things he made with his apples were?
No, I don't think we got to that part.
Oh.
Eyes. Dollar bills. Am I getting there?
No, not at all.
He made
whiskey.
Yeah, he made moonshine.
And his whiskey was called Applejack.
Really?
That sounds good.
Oh man.
Applejack whiskey. Do they sell that now? I wonder.
Yeah, they do.
I'm getting it.
Me too.
I know they make it in New Jersey, I think.
I wonder, can we get it here? Probably.
I don't know, but it literally says Applejack on the bottle. I saw it on the episode of Ruining History that I was watching.
Wait, so he made whiskey and what else?
And hard ciders.
Oh, cider.
That's my kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was actually whiskey, but it was a dark liquor, and it was called Applejack.
That
sounds good. I don't care. I want all of it.
But apparently, like they were tasting it on on the episode, and everybody was
Yeah.
talking about how it tasted pretty good.
Oh man, we should have had some for this episode.
I know. Too bad we
should
didn't
have
know.
prepared.
Oh well.
Mhm.
I mean, it would be a little different. I don't if we were in person. I'm sure
right.
I could have prepared better, but I didn't want to give it
Thank
away.
you, Corona.
Stupid bitch.
Oh.
Okay, so he was a church man. He was part of the new church, also known as the Church of Swedenborg. He shared his faith while he traveled. So he was like the first door-to-door Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, really?
It's like, that's what I thought of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure that's not
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
But that's what I thought of. But also, the religion that he practiced, the new church, was influenced by scientist and Swedish Lutheran theologian
Oh, Lord.
Emanuel Swedenborg. So his revelations, what the fuck happened?
There's a bug flying
just
around,
killed
and I tried to kill it, and it didn't work. It flew away. Okay, he'll fly back. I'll get him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Are you good?
Yeah.
It'll come back. I'll get it. I swear.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
revelations were from revelations from Christ himself and visions that happened over a 25-year span. So this motherfucker was high for 25 years.
This sounds like the what is that? That's the beginning of like Mormonism, basically.
To me, it sounds like Scientology.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all these different things is always following this guy that has a vision, and it's like,
I know.
then he gets like all
Dude,
these people to follow him.
all I can think of, it was a really bad LSD trip. Like, that's it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just people eating bad apples, getting drugs.
Getting a little fucked up.
That's right.
So he literally preached to everyone, from Anglo-Americans to indigenous people. Many indigenous people, whether they believed in him or not, thought he was touched by the Great Spirit, especially because of his wardrobe. So they were like,
God.
they like respected him. They didn't believe him.
They respected a man in a potato sack.
Yeah, because of the way that he talked about his religion and the way he like went throughout life, dude. Like he was like one with the earth.
All right, well, we know what we gotta do to have people listen to this podcast.
Yes, you guys leave
back
it.
in the 1800s. I wouldn't guess it was hard.
We could make a potato sack with GSU on it.
Did y'all watch?
That's right.
Freaking Waco, like that was a whole cult.
Yeah. I have not watched the show on Netflix, or the movie on Netflix, if that's what you're referring to.
If you're talking about Waco, Texas, I do watch Fixer Upper. Yeah.
You need to watch the show.
With
yeah, I'm going
Joe and Joanna and what's his name?
My mother-in-law is in love with them.
Joanna Gaines and who else? What's his name?
Chip
and Joanna. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
okay. Do you think Chip is cute?
I think Chip is cute.
He gives me Emery vibes, so no. I'm
What?
Like,
I'm gonna cry.
No, but you give me Joanna vibes, so she's beautiful.
Cool. But I'm not artsy. I'm not artsy like her.
So.
But you are crafty.
Sure. Yeah.
I just
tell my mom to make. I tell my mom to make stuff for me, and I just sit there and watch. I come up with the ideas, but I don't execute them.
Right.
Yeah, close enough.
That's right. Anyways, I think Chip is kind of cute, but I don't like. He's a little too like goofy for me. I don't.
Yeah.
I like how she puts up with him, and I'm just like, yeah.
I would probably have already cut his throat.
That's about my extent to my patience.
Yeah.
That would have been Anita's second marriage.
It
might still be.
No, he's not leaving Joanna. No, for anybody. So yeah, his wardrobe. included a sack, no shoes, and a tin hat. And he wore 2 hats, apparently. He wore a hat.
On top of the pot?
He wore a hat, a tin hat, and then another hat on top.
Like a straw hat?
I'm sure. I don't know. I didn't go into
Lord.
that.
Maybe he was going bald.
I just think the straw hat goes with like the
theme,
jeans,
the burlap sack. Burlap sack. That is what the word I was looking for was.
Lord, this guy, he dresses like a Californian.
For real, he just needs a surfboard. We are definitely stereotyping.
So he believed in all animal rights, and against cruelty against all living things, literally all living things, including insects.
Including
so the fact
whiskey and apple.
Yeah, he's killing those apples by juicing them.
Right.
It's not a living thing. It doesn't feed you.
Yes, it is. It eats the air and the photosynthesis. It does that thing. Yeah.
Okay. If that is true, then potato sacks can fly, or not fly, but
float. A flying potato.
So vegetarians are really eating living things. If they think that.
Well, he was a vegetarian.
Oh Lord, here we go.
What you got against vegetarian?
I don't have anything against vegetarian. In fact, I was almost a vegetarian. I went pescatarian instead because I couldn't do without fish and seafood. Yeah. But I don't know, just
the idea of them.
The idea of the idea behind being a vegetarian is like, I don't want to kill animals. I don't want to kill living beings, but you're killing a plant because a plant, in my eyes, is a living being because it breathes.
I mean, you don't have to eat the plant that you name, just like you don't have to eat the cow you name either. Like, the point of vegetarianism is, they have feelings.
That the animal has a feeling.
Animals have feelings, and this is why we can't kill them, because there are. So, in his case, he's a vegetarian who believes that even insects have feelings.
All right.
So the fact that you tried killing that bug, Anita, he would be
murderer.
Be very upset with you.
Okay.
He didn't believe in marriage for himself.
No.
And very much, so he never married.
But he had tons of women.
No, as far as it's known, he didn't have sex with anyone.
Okay, so.
But
he was
he very much. But wait, there's more.
Damn it!
Unless you really want to interrupt me.
No, just keep going.
So he very much did believe that he would be rewarded with angelic wives.
Oh, did he believe that there was going to be 7 wives waiting at the pearly gates for him?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know if it was 7 exactly, but probably.
Lord. Did he believe in the Quran?
He believed in the Church of Swedenborg.
Well.
Did you say he was a Christian?
I said he was a member of the new church.
A member of the new church. Not the old one, the new one.
Yeah.
The new one of the 1800s. So he didn't believe in marriage. And then he thought he was going to be rewarded with angelic brides in heaven. Motherfucker thought he was going to fuck an angel.
But he's still getting married in heaven, so that is marriage. So if he's being rewarded with marriage,
so just not having sex while he's alive.
So pretty much, if he thought if I stay celibate, then God is going to reward me when I get up there, and I'll be able to feel all of the humanly feelings.
Yeah.
Basically,
you can be married and not have sex. Just
I mean, I do it on a regular basis.
That's right.
I got this shit.
That is most marriages in America.
At least after the first 2 years, yes.
And then, but I mean, remember his dad? He's one because he's part of his second marriage.
His dad,
and he
was very he was.
Yeah, maybe he was like, I don't.
He had 2 wives and 20 kids.
He probably said, I don't want to have 10 kids with one woman. It's like, I'm never having sex. He was probably, traumatized.
He was probably afraid. I'm scared.
That's right.
Not back in 1812.
I'm gonna have to take care of 10 children.
And I only make $2 an hour. Not
That's
even
right. My
$2 a
apples,
month.
people can't even eat apples. Not my house.
They can't eat my apples.
Not those babies.
And you know what? Prohibition, so nobody's having anything fine.
That's right.
That's not until after he dies, so it's fine.
Well, damn it, Steph. I don't know.
So he died when he was like 70-something years old. But when he would get into town, he would tell stories to kids, give girls ribbons, and poke needles into his heels.
What?
Yeah, because he would walk
Was
barefoot.
that a sexual thing?
No, it was to entertain the children of the city. So he would he was like
a
the class clown. He was like the clown that would come to town
Creep.
and do like the magic tricks.
Yeah, he can't come.
Those are the creepiest ones.
Yeah.
Right, I know. But anyways, not in 18 something.
Those
Because
are the
that's
ones
Okay.
that are the child rapists.
Well,
No,
not
dude.
him. I don't know. Do you have to fucking ruin the child lullaby nursery thing? God damn.
Well,
I mean, they made a nursery about a guy that was growing whiskey, making whiskey, and
Yeah, they did omit some
hard
information.
cider.
cider. You know he was doing stuff.
You
I
have
don't want to
to.
believe it.
You know, it's always the innocent old man that plays with the kids. This the child rapist.
That's right.
It's always the white guy.
That's why I don't trust nobody.
Oh, a barefooted white guy always.
A barefooted. It ain't always a barefooted white guy.
It's always the white
Anita,
guy. It's always the white guy.
I have read
Just like
many
it
books
ain't
about
always
this.
the poor guy or the old guy.
It's always the poor or the old. Yes, I agree with that.
It's always
I
the
don't know
white
about
guy.
white.
It's always the white guy. Did you watch Criminal Minds? Yeah, so he would tell stories to the kids, give girls ribbons, poke needles in his heels, and even walked on hot stones to entertain.
How is that entertaining?
Wait,
for
he walked on
anybody?
hot stones?
Y'all, these people didn't fucking have cell phones. Chill the fuck out, man.
Wait a minute. Was he in a circus?
No, he was a fucking orchardist.
He should have been in a circus. He made his
Okay,
own
well, he
circus.
should have been in the circus, but he was a man of God, and so that's what he would do with the kids, and to the adults, he would preach. And then sometimes he would be offered shelter and food in return. That was kind of like his payment for entertaining the kids for a couple hours.
Yeah, and then he would sleep with all the wives that were giving him shelter and food.
He'd sleep on the kitchen floor by the door. That's what everybody says. But I wasn't there. I don't know.
No,
I
he
didn't give
was
this
asleep.
motherfucker home.
He was asleep when the parents woke up next to the door. But what he did at night, you don't know.
That's right. Why did anybody trust this guy?
Because he gave him money, probably. I don't know.
They gave him apples. He gave him apples.
Gave him
Give him bad
Applejack.
apples.
Applejack. He gave him apples to make Applejack then. I don't know.
Is that where the name for the cereal comes from? Applejacks?
Applejack?
I don't know. But here's a quote from the lady. We can hear from one of the ladies who gave him shelter.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He said, "We can hear him read now, just as he did that summer day. When we were busy quilting upstairs, he lay near the door, his voice rising, denunciatory and thrilling, strong and loud as the roar of wind and
creepy.
waves, then soft and soothing as the balmy airs of the quivered morning glory leaves about his gray beard. He was strange.
Yeah.
He was a strange and eloquence at time. And he was undoubtedly a man of genius."
No.
Oh, and I found the lullaby.
That he sung?
No. The one that was made about him, one of the verses, is
Okay.
it's not a lullaby, but it's I guess it's a hymn. I don't know. This is one of the verses. It's, "Oh, the Lord is good to me, and so I thank the Lord for giving me the things I need, the sun and the rain and the apple seed. The Lord is good to me. Amen, amen, amen." It's just one of the verses about this. It's the song, part of the song that's about Johnny Appleseed.
It sounded like these people thought he was Jesus.
No, he just thought he was a good praiser of the Lord. It never, ever, ever, ever anywhere says that they thought he was Jesus. But that was a verse that was part of, because he was, I don't know, he was a generous man.
Okay.
Literally everybody.
I don't understand. How was he generous when he had no money?
No, he had money. He
He
just
had all
gave it
those
to everybody.
orchards.
He had orchards. He had money. He just didn't spend it on himself. He
Okay,
chose to
so-
give it to the church. He chose to give it to other people. He paid people to take care of his land and his trees. And then
Oh no, my head.
the back of my head is killing me. So
Okay. All right, Johnny. I gotcha.
he'd go back east to visit his sister. Y'all are morbid motherfuckers. He rapes children.
Yes.
He has no money. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Yes.
Like,
please.
that is exactly what you guys sound like right now.
How's your wife?
I
How's your
don't know.
kids?
Oh, okay. He'd go back east to visit his sister and to get more Swedenborg scripture, literature, whatever. He also had a pet wolf, guys.
Oh my God! No.
He had a pet wolf. So the wolf had an
That's
injured
as bad
leg.
as having a tiger.
That's right.
No, but here's the thing. He didn't have a leash for it. So what the legend says is that he fixed the wolf's broken leg, and then the wolf just started following him from then on, because he'd feed it scraps and whatnot. So
I don't know how much I believe this story.
I mean, I was with you until the pet wolf.
Right.
So he had a pet wolf. He also saved, I don't know, because he also saved a horse, and also there was a lot of bears. So he lived in the woods, in the forest, and he never, ever, ever came out dead. He died of just being old.
Where is it? Like if he has money, where is this?
Do you know how many bears were in the forest back in 1800s? There were trees back then, guys.
I'm not even
There were
worried
real
about
fucking
the bears.
trees.
I'm not even worried about the bears. I'm
Which
worried
meant
about
there were
how
so
bad-
many bears in the forest. Like one time, one guy said he killed over 100 bears in 6 weeks.
Hold on.
Who said that?
Johnny Appleseed did?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just not worried. I'm not worried about the
somebody
animals.
else.
I'm worried about how bad he smelled.
Not.
Living in the forest. Traveling from East Coast to West Coast. How bad he smelled.
Okay, and if you step
Oh,
on
yeah,
the,
probably
on the-
really
on the
bad. I
hot
don't know.
stones,
Say what?
his
I don't
skin-
know.
Andy?
If he's stepping on the hot stones, then his skin must be like burning off.
Callus.
You know.
He had to have a lot of calluses.
Oh,
He was ashy as
God.
fuck.
He
all the time.
never went to the beauty salon.
Please.
I mean, he
Let's-
never went to
no.
the nail salon.
Can we just?
I mean,
not
there are
talk about
pictures
this
of
guy
him with
ever
long,
again?
shaggy hair and like the man had cropped jeans before it was cool. Like not even crop, like
Okay,
sewn
it's never
cropped
been
or high
cool.
waters. Like they were just ripped and
I have
short.
crop jeans on right now.
Yeah, but those are on purpose. These are just ripped.
Anita, you got crop leggings on.
They're not actually cropped. I just made them crop. 'Cause let's-
That's not what he did. He didn't do what Anita did. He didn't do it on purpose.
But you said they were cut
Motherfuckers-
off.
Seriously, he was just frugal as fuck, man. So there's a debate about his death. Most people think that he died March 18th, 1845, but they definitely know he died in 1845. He was a folk hero of Massachusetts. So the legend said he sowed seeds randomly, which was not true. He was an
He
actual
what?
Like he planted the seeds randomly. So
yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
carelessly, but that wasn't true. He actually planned his nurseries. Also, that his apples were mainly something that was omitted was that his apples were mainly used for alcohol. Apple
Yeah,
seed
Johnny.
excluded
Yeah.
from you know the kid's story, the hard cider, and all that jazz.
I actually
and-
don't know the kid's story, but
I don't
At all,
either.
but-
I don't either.
Okay, well then.
So his image is mostly a portrayal of the frontier settlement during the journey westward. Like literally most of the stories about him are like the nurseries that are made are because of are like literally just portraying the time and the place where he was
Yeah.
and what it was like to travel westward and settle. And that is all. That is all I have.
Cool. Johnny.
And that is Johnny Appleseed.
Well, I officially hate the guy, so.
You made him a rapist. I hate him now too. God damn.
Good.
All right. Well,
Okay, that was Johnny.
all right, guys. So if you enjoyed listening to us, you can see it on YouTube at Las Sassy Gorditas.
No.
Yeah. No.
Gorditas Sassy
What's
and
our email?
Unqualified.
Sassy and Unqualified. Yeah.
Or email us if you have any ideas, like historic ideas that you want to hear. Kind of like this one at Las Sassy Gorditas@gmail.com.
All those buttons are on Instagram, so
Yes.
if you don't have Instagram, go get one.
And follow
Do
us.
it.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay.
can they follow? Where can they follow us? What's
On
the
Instagram.
what's the tag? What's the
On
handle?
Facebook.
Gordita, Sassy, and Unqualified.
And on
Facebook
Facebook too.
and-
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well,
right. Now we can count now. 3, 2, 1.
Puta